Our purpose is to collect and preserve and display artifacts, and I think just our wide variety of artifacts that we have here that explains our history and where we've come from.
And that's exactly what they do here. Even the building itself has its own history.
W.B. Hudson was in 1906 on the Constitutional Convention to form the state of Oklahoma. And he was a banker, local banker here, and they needed a school building, so he built this school building to be our first official school building.
It was also the first American Legion meeting place, the first library in town, and the local Boy Scouts started in this building.
About anybody that wanted to start something could start it in this facility.
But it's really what's displayed on the inside that tells the history of not only this town, but of its people through the years.
And I'm impressed with all the artifacts and the archives that they have of our history, and I'm amazed at some of the pictures too, because I think of my husband's father or grandfather that was a miner, and there's a picture of all the miners from the year that he was here. So now I'm gonna have to bring my husband back and look to see if maybe he is one of the miners in the picture.
And speaking of photos, one of the highlights displayed is the impressive Joseph Hardin photography collection. Hardin was the official photographer of the 9th governor of Oklahoma, Alfalfa Bill Murray.
And Alfalfa Bill was the president of the Constitutional Convention when it was being formed. And so I guess that's where that relationship came from. And well, the photos always seemed to fascinate. We had a young guy come in here that was in his 26, 27 years old, and he came in and he looked at all of our photos that we had here, and the next day he came back, and the next day he came back. And he said, look at these pictures. Look at the faces on these people. This guy captured the history, he captured the times, and he understood what was here.
Heritage is everything to a community.
And that heritage is covered in different ways.
We have information on the mining industry here, on our military, Jim Shoulders, Troy Aikman, Hugh Henry, the founder of our town, Lions Club, Boy Scouts, sports, railroad, and we've probably got 50 different areas covered here.
It's actually a really neat thing, something I didn't expect to be in Henryetta, but it's a good insight of what Henryetta used to be and how far it's come today.
I like it how it shows how Henryetta was founded. See, we learn a whole lot of stuff. I'm actually related to the founder of Henryetta because my relative married one of his daughters.
History has been defined as events that form the basic subject of a history, and each area of our state, town, or city has its own distinctive history to exhibit. Places such as the Henryetta Historical Museum preserve our cultural heritage.